Welcome to another interesting video with fun and unknown facts. Hope you will enjoy the video. Let's get started. Please do subscribe for more videos.
Yes, these New York facts are starting right at the beginning. Did you know that New York was, at first, not New York at all? The original name was New Amsterdam, as Dutch settlers were the first to arrive in the area around 1624. But in 1664, the English took over and renamed the city in the Duke of York's honor. The city's actual name has an interesting story behind it, and one of its nicknames does too. A Big Apple referred to prizes awarded at horse racing events in the 1920s. Since the term meant the ultimate prize or the best, many musicians and journalists started referring to New York with this name. In an attempt to boost tourism after some bad press, New York's tourism board adopted the Big Apple as an official nickname in 1971. Want to know some of New York's other nicknames? The main ones are Empire City, City of Dreams, and the City That Never Sleeps. One of our favorite fun facts about New York has to be about food. The first pizzeria in the US opened in New York City in 1905, as certified by the Pizza Hall of Fame. Lombardi's Pizza on 32 Spring Street is still going strong, and it is now one of around 1,600 pizzerias in the city. New Yorkers have noted that when the price of subway tickets goes up, pizza does too. They call it the pizza principle. As a collective, the city's citizens speak around 800 languages. Almost half of New York households speak more than one language, and 1/3 are born overseas. And because New York has the biggest population of any US city, 1 in 38 people in the United States are New Yorkers. In the domed walkways of New York's famous Grand Central Terminal, there is an unbelievable architectural marvel at play. If one person stands in one corner of the tiled wall and another stands on the opposite side, they can whisper to each other. And the other person will be able to hear. We promise these facts about New York are 100% true, but we understand why this one sounds made up. Because if you have ever sat in the back of a yellow taxi cab in traffic, you know New Yorkers honk their horns. But unless it is an emergency situation, drivers are not allowed to make excessive noise. That law also includes car alarms, and the NYPD can issue fines of up to $350 for offenders. Though you might not see many locals strolling around the city in only their pants and shoes, they could if they wanted to. And that goes for people of all genders. You might be wondering what the laws on toplessness are like elsewhere in the US. They are a little fuzzy. In many states, women's breasts fall under the umbrella term private parts, so men can be topless in certain places that women cannot. And in some states, there are particular cities where it is illegal. But top freedom is legal in the City of Dreams. So in New York, the old shop window sign should say, "No shirt?" No problem. Yes, there are more than pigeons in the city of New York. Experts have noted that there are around 275 species of birds in the 5 boroughs. There are only 800 different bird species in America, so that is quite a significant percentage. If you are a keen birder, you will find most of New York City's birds in Central Park. Depending on the time of year, you can spot northern cardinals, blue jays, eastern screech owls, and plenty of herons. It is somewhat ironic that Lady Liberty is an iconic symbol of freedom and the American dream when she started her life in Paris. French sculptors Bartholdi and Eiffel built her to celebrate the friendship between the US and France. You likely recognize the latter sculptor's name from another famous French structure. In 1885, they sent Lady Liberty in 350 pieces packed into 214 crates. Though her flame-holding right arm arrived much earlier in 1876. So, the Americans displayed it in Philadelphia until the rest caught up with her. Lightning strikes seem like an uncommon occurrence. But one of the fun facts about New York is that lightning hits the Empire State Building around 25 times per year. We are very thankful that modern engineers know how to absorb and deflect such a massive amount of energy from tall buildings. Nowadays, monster freak shakes and chronic concoctions are everywhere in the city. But thanks to New York's colorful heritage, it also invented dishes you would assume aren't American. The last of the fun facts about New York City is that the New York Public Library has many weird and wonderful collections. Aside from the 50 million books, it also stores locks of hair. New York City's Federal Reserve Bank has the largest gold storage in the world. The vault, which holds more than 7,000 tons of gold bars, or roughly $90 billion, is 80 feet below ground. You may have heard of the High Line, a park located above the New York City streets. But, have you heard of the Low Line? It's the world's first underground park in the world and is located on Manhattan's west side. New York City wouldn't be the same without its round-the-clock fleet of yellow and black taxis. Oddly enough though, the first gasoline-powered taxis in the city were red and green. New York City cabs didn't adopt the yellow color until 1912. The gold rush might have happened in San Francisco, but you might be surprised to learn there's a literal gold digger in NYC. He mines the sidewalk cracks for gold and can make over $600 a week. Pretty impressive. New York City has 520 miles of coastline. That's more than the coasts of Miami, Boston, Los Angeles, and San Francisco combined. The city of New York will pay for a homeless person's one-way ticket if they have a guaranteed place to stay.
Please do subscribe for more videos.